new process for HP recovery tool. So we're going to go through the old process, we're going to go through the second process, and then we're going to go through the third process where it actually works. This on over to the left here. We're just going to type in HP Cloud Recovery, just like anybody else wants to do. And then I just select this first one because it's coming from HP right up here. Clicked it again. All right, so it took me in here, and this is a correct page to go to. I can put this link down below if that helps you out. So this is the original way how the HP Cloud Recovery used to work. You would scroll down here a little bit, scroll a bit more, and right here where it says Windows 10 or Windows 7, it used to give you Windows 7 image file for your HP that came with Windows 7, but if it's compatible to Windows 10, it will give you also Windows 10. So originally you could go in here, you can download the recovery software, click here. Now watch what happens. Top left corner, there's a tab. It's going to open and close on you, but it's never going to really download anything. So there it is, it closed. There it is, it closed. There it is, it closed. Are you wondering maybe it needs time to download? There's nothing here in the top right in my download section. So the link does not work anymore, sadly. But what you have to do is you select the HP customer support. And what does that do? That takes you to HP's website. You want to go to software and drivers. You want to go to laptop, or you select desktop. And then you want to put in your serial number, so this is phase 2. So since phase 1 doesn't work, you want to hit all drivers. And then I think it's software solutions. Nope. Oh, here it is. So under software and security, for that specific HP you have, it could be a desktop, laptop, could be mini desktop, etc. Look for software security. See this Cloud Recovery Client, which is March 25th, 2022, very new. So you want to go ahead and download this. I would download and install. All right, so it's downloaded. So we're going to go ahead and open it. It's going to take you to the Microsoft Store. Are you sure you want to install, etc., etc.? Go ahead and install. Set yes. Now this is version 2.9.5.37980. You would think this is like the latest and greatest. You see the month as well. But watch what happens. Next. Accept the license. Next. It does some DOS prompts for installation. Let's see, if we type in HP, should be a little circle icon. Here it is right here. So what you want to do is you want to select on open. And then yes. All right, so this is the 295. This is the latest and greatest per se from HP. And this is how you need a 32 gigs or larger, USB. Next. Now this is where it's going to fail. How do I know? Because I already ran through this problem. That's why I want to share it. So it goes halfway. You see how fast it goes halfway? And look at the screen. Looks very familiar. And then in a moment, it's going to turn red. Basically, what it's trying to do is trying to connect to the HP servers to get that ISO image of Windows for your computer, either 7 or 10. And what happens, it fails because, 1, it can't connect to HP, or 2, maybe those files are not available. There you go. So see where it shows green? Then it says error. Please try the recovery process again. I can cancel this, and here at this next screen, it goes back to this initialization. So what is the third option that we know and for sure that works? Now this would work. This third option I'm going to show you is the third option that works, but it works for the whole process of downloading an ISO image. So let's go. So we're going to cancel this. So here it says to determine if your model is supported, go to the HP Cloud Recovery tool. Now this is again doing HP stuff. So when you hit this, it takes you to this website. You need to enter that product ID that is on the back of your device. It's a very unique identifier. So V1H25UT #ABA. And then you hit product search ID, fine. And then this is what happens. It says, nope, sorry, you can't download the recovery. There's no cloud recovery for this specific model of the HPs. So you're like, okay, what else can I do? Oh, I got to contact support.hp.com. Okay, let's go here. And where does this take you? Back to HP's site where you have to download the software, download the driver, and that's where I just showed you a moment ago where I kept failing. So what is the next choice that you can do to download the most current Windows version? Well, to do that is easy. Just go to Microsoft. And then this is what I type, Microsoft ISO Downloader Windows 10. And then I clicked on disk image. And then I said, hey, let me download a Windows 10 installation media. Prior to downloading and following this process used to be complicated. They wanted you to do this or set up a certain script and et cetera, et cetera. Now they finally made it simple. Go to Windows, Microsoft.com. I'll put this link down below. Do create Windows Media installation. Hit download now. Okay, it downloads the file. All right, so now we go to our folder finder, install the media creation tool. Now this media creation tool, and let me move the file over. Now this media creation tool is the most current version. Look, it says 21H1. That's the most current version that's available through Microsoft. How do we check that for sure? So we would go to Microsoft current, not issues. We don't want to see that because we know there's a lot of issues. All right, release information. Here it is. So the current version is 21H2. If you downloaded it through the HP process or through the Dell or through Lenovo or whatever other company out there you're doing their cloud recovery, you'd rather just get it from Microsoft directly and get the 21H1, which is the most current version, and that's the one that's being downloaded now. So you want to go through this process. Yeah, bunch of EULA stuff, except now here it's going to collect the information. It's going to download it from the Microsoft servers. Now understand, if you don't have a Windows 10 license key or a Windows 7 license key and you're downloading this, actually not Windows 7, Windows 10. We're talking about Windows 10 license key. It'll make it bootable. So here it says upgrade this PC now, which is my current PC. No, I don't want to do that. My PC works perfect. You want to create an installation media for another PC. And then you can keep this flash drive for all your future Windows installations. So what you're going to do here now is going to hit next. It's going to say Windows 10 64-bit. Use the recommended options for this PC. This is the PC that I'm using. No, I don't want this. I want to change this. So it gives you Windows 10 Edition. Okay, great. Architecture is 64-bit. That's how my desktop is set up. You can have your laptop set up as a 32-bit. I rather just do 64. Or you can do both and put it on the bootable drive. And what happens is when you do the installation, it will ask you what you want, 32 or 64. So we're just going to do 64 because I rather just put 64 on my computers as well as my client computers. So this is actually going onto a client's computer. So now we're just going to go ahead and hit next. So it needed to be on a flash drive at least 8 gigabytes. Do you remember the HP Cloud Recovery? It says you need at least 32 gigs minimum. 32 gigabytes minimum. Because now it's installing the software, the bloatware, the ads. It's installing like all this stuff. You don't want that. You just want simple vanilla of Windows 10. Or you can download the ISO file and just keep that somewhere. But I mean, if there's a new ISO available, just go through this whole process. All right, so we hit next for the USB flash drive. So it's going to say can't find a flash drive. I'm not going to show you a flash drive. Well, I could. Let's see where it is. Flash drive. Everybody knows what a flash drive looks like. So I'll pop it in here. All right, let me minimize my items here. Now we're going to hit a refresh. Next. So it has the drive. It's collecting the information. There it is. Now it's going to download it and build it on a USB boot. Now, So again, going back to licensing. At the end of this process, when it's completed, you pop in the flash drive into the laptop, which I'll show you in a moment. If you don't have the license key, if there was a valid license key on that Windows laptop, like hard coded onto the laptop, then it will, once it connects to the internet, it will activate automatically. If you don't have a license key for that laptop, say it's a Windows 7 or we'll say a Windows 8, maybe Windows Vista, and if it's installed onto that laptop and if it can use the same license, great, it'll do it automatically. Now, you may be prompted for a license key if it doesn't have one, and then that's where, of course, you would have to buy it somewhere, or you may use your Windows 10 license key that you've had before but never used it, or maybe it's not in use currently, because, of course, the license key is only available for that one instance computer and so forth. So this is going to be progress, and we're going to skip through this process. It's already about 17 minutes. We'll come back, eject the flash drive, and then we'll go to my GoPro and then do the boot installation on this HP laptop I have. It's about 6 years old. It belongs to a client, so I got it all up and running. Now I'm just going to put in Windows 10. We're back, and here it says your USB flash drive is ready. We're going to hit finish. Then it cleans it up. And so now we're going to go to the GoPro. All right, so here's the fancy little flash drive that I just did. We're going to pop it in. Come on. All right, so we got the boot menu. Your boot menu might be different. It might be the escape, might be the F2, might be the F11. Just follow your manufacturer boot process. So we're going to do boot menu, and there it is, Samsung flash drive. Enter. All right, so that's a good sign. It's loading. This is a great sign. So there you go. Now it's going to install Windows. So from here, you're just going to go ahead and select next like you normally would. You're going to hit install. And it's always advisable to wipe the drive before. So here is the more information. Can't really zoom in a little bit closer, but you can see what's going on. Accept license, next. So here, if you want to stay with the existing, like if you're going from Windows 7 to Windows 10 or whatever version before 10, but I normally hit advanced only. I make sure whatever as many partitions I may have 4 or 5 partitions. You want to just highlight it, select delete, hit OK. That's if you don't have any data to recover or to upgrade with. Let me move this over a little bit to the left. All right, so now it says unallocated space. Now you just want to hit next. Now it's going to go ahead and install the whole software and so forth. So you're just going to let that run. Now again, it is installing the 21H2 version, which is the latest and greatest, as of June 3rd of 2022 today. So let that go, and we'll be right back to... So you see how quick that is? It took just to get to this screen, I don't know, what does my GoPro say? 7 minutes, so it's probably like 5 minutes or 3 minutes. So you want to just select your region. Mine's, of course, United States. Yes. US. So see, if we did the HP Cloud Recovery or the Dell Recovery or Lenovo or any other manufacturer that's out there, what happens is that you want to skip this keyboard. If you do that, then it says there's more to discover, etc., etc. Full setup with Microsoft account. Yeah, no, I'm going to do a local account, so I'm going to select the limited setup here. And then say who's going to use this computer. Well, that's going to be Sifu. Text. Really, there's going to be another user on here, but I'm the main tech user. Memorable password. Well, you can't see my keyboard, so you're prompted. I don't know why you're prompted with this, which is kind of weird because if you're creating a local account, it doesn't need this information. So like your security question, pet's name. So there we go. We're getting ready everything for you. So this takes like maybe a good minute or something. As you notice, I did not connect to the internet, so we'll do that in a moment. All right, so we're back at the desktop. I've gone ahead and installed some remote tools on the laptop that we just imaged. I'll show you the screen in a moment. So here is the computer. It is connected and so forth. You can see on the left hand side the device manager. The 21H2, it is installing drivers as we speak. So there's no need for me to go look for the drivers and so forth. Now, if I do miss one or two items, or if it does take an hour and no additional drivers come in, that's fine. As you can see, it keeps refreshing there. And it does it automatically. This is just all done through Windows. So it's just trying to find universal drivers. Now, of course, you could download, like for me, I can download the HP Support Assistance or the Dell Support Assistance or Lenovo Support Assistance, so forth. So basically using that flash drive, and let me go to that flash drive now. Here it is, ESD USB. That's what you saw a little bit while ago on my Windows desktop. And it's the same bootable, and it works. So now I can just go ahead and eject this drive from here, this laptop, and I can use this on another computer with no issue. So that's pretty much how to install the 21H2 from Microsoft's website and creating the Windows Media Tool and get you up and running. So hopefully that helps out and explains out that yes, there are multiple ways to do it through HP, and HP has 2-3 different ways to do it from their site, but it doesn't work. You can download it through like an AWS, Amazon hosting. That doesn't work. You can do the HP. So then what you'll do from there, then you'll go to the Windows Creation tool, which is through Windows, Microsoft, and it just does it all for you.